Well, happy Saturday and greetings once again from Radio Wasteland Records here in Midland, Michigan. Hopefully your day is off to a great start. Looks like it's going to be a gorgeous one here in the mid-Michigan area. So far, we've got this bright thing in the sky. Not quite sure what to make of it, but it is going to look like a good one today. Okay, so let's say a couple good mornings real quick if I can get this thing to work correctly. Mike says good morning. Good morning to you. Chuck, good morning and all the best to you as sir. Jeff says happy Saturday as to you as well. Pat saying good morning. And Nikki, hey, happy Saturday and good morning to you as well. Matt says good morning, as does Mike. Yep, we are using StreamYard. That is what we are using, Mike. So Derek, hey, morning to you as well. As Jackie says good morning. Good morning there. Well, we are, as you guys know, have been doing this live on Facebook and YouTube now for some time using StreamYard, as Mike mentioned. But here it is. We would also like to welcome any of you who are viewing us this morning on Twitch. And if it's working correctly, we are broadcasting on Twitch at the same time as we are doing the other platforms. Now, I know Twitch is typically known as a gaming channel. People go there to watch gamers play games, and okay, that's beyond me, but that's okay. But it's becoming a little bit more inclusive for other forms of entertainment, a la music. Our friend Andy Alvord from Party Fam, check those guys out online. We were talking about this and how he's putting some music out on Twitch, and so we decided to kind of look into that as well. So again, Twitch, I don't want to upset all of you who are gamers looking on Twitch saying, well, what the heck is this? This is some old fart record store guy. So just for you folks on Twitch, I have here a little something. So here, bear with me for a moment. This is for our Twitch viewers, by the way. Let's play some Galga this morning. Setting up. Here we go. Okay. All right, that's enough of that. We'll go back and finish playing that later. So there we go. Okay, Chandran says good morning, as well as Scott. Good morning. Max Webster is indeed cool. Thank you there, Nick. It's fancy on there. Yep, that is a good game, and the real version we can play very well. Lynn says good morning from the UP. So good morning to you. Thank you for being here. Okay, all of that aside, we're going to kind of stick with these three platforms. We may try to add a few more down the line, but I got quite a few things to get to, and no more time for Gallagher nonsense this morning. If you caught our show on YouTube, the other show, the record show that we air on Wednesday nights, on YouTube, last week we interviewed a guy by the name of Andy Dalton. He is from the eastern side of us, Frankenmuth area, Bay City side, but Frankenmuth rather. And Andy has got quite the extensive project underway with a new album that he released last year and was planning on doing some vinyl, and kind of got put on the shelf a little bit because of all of the COVID closures and restrictions happening. So Andy finally did go live with his crowdfunding to try to get this album produced. And we did an extensive feature with him on last Wednesday's record show. If you get a chance, back up after you hit that subscribe button, back up and check out that feature from last Wednesday. One thing that we wanted to mention, and I failed to, and this is on my side here, talking with Andy, his album is called The Fireside Wake. And when you contribute to that crowdfunding campaign to get the album, it's a contribution of $100, but you get that triple LP on vinyl. It's a little steep, but here's the backside of this. If you enjoy his music and you're into collecting vinyl, excuse me, chances are it's going to be very collectible, because Andy says they're only going to press 100 copies of this. So if you wanted to get in on the Fireside Wake, have yourself some great music and a great collectible that's going to be limited to just 100 copies. Check that out. And it's at thefiresideWake.com, or back up and watch our video from Wednesday on the record show. Okay, also, speaking of the record show, if you haven't watched that yet, every week we talk with our friend Ken Norton from Ingram Entertainment about that week's releases, that coming Friday's releases, and some into the future. So if you're into looking for newer stuff and when that's happening, make sure you check us out on Wednesday nights as well. Big one, a week from this Friday, a week from yesterday. So this coming Friday will be a Chris Cornell release that we'll talk much more extensively about this coming Wednesday. No One Sings Like You Anymore. It's a collection of 10 cover songs that were picked out by Chris Cornell before he died, of songs that inspired him. So we will talk much more in depth about that coming up on Wednesday as well. So greetings. Oops. There we go. Greetings from Rick on the west side. Got your note, Rick. We'll answer you on there as well. And Chuck says, hey, from YouTube. Okay, this week's releases. We did get a couple, but this one is the last in the store, but someone else has asked for us to hold on to this, but we can get more of these, and we will next week. This is Rob Zombie's latest, the Lunar Injection Kool-Aid Eclipse Conspiracy. So it's typical Rob Zombie fare. Should be good. But yeah, this one is on hold as officially a few minutes ago, and we will get more of those for next week if there is. The other big release that we still have from yesterday was a new one from Motorhead and Lemmy, Motorhead plus Lemmy. And this is called Live to Win, or Live to Win, but Live to Win rather, sorry. And this is a really cool collection. Now, for those of you who are really into this, this will be the subject of our closer look on the upcoming record show on Wednesday. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can see that. So we're going to take a much more in-depth look at this, but it's got some really cool cover tunes on there from Lemmy and Motorhead. Now, this is on blue vinyl. We do have one of these left, and unbeknownst to us, we got a pink vinyl version of it as well. So we've got one of each of these. I guess if you wanted to use Motorhead for your gender reveal party, don't. Just kidding. Okay, we can work it in that fashion. All right. Also, we got a new release from a band called Evergrey, and this is Hymns for the Broken. Unfamiliar with these guys, but Discogs lists them as dark melodic Swedish metal. So if you need some Swedish metal to get you through your weekend, we've got it here in Evergrey, and that is on double red LP. Also new yesterday is a compilation from the band Madness. Now, I'm familiar with these guys from back in the 80s. They are, if you don't quite know what kind of music Madness are, they rode that post-punk wave into the late 70s, early 80s in Britain. They're a British group. And it's not quite, I don't want to use the word punk because it's past that, but I also don't want to use the word pop because it's not quite there. Alternative, maybe in that 80s vein, but it's also got a very bit of a ska flavoring in there. So Madness is this interesting group that falls into this gray area with a lot of different touches on it, but very poppy, very happy music. You would know them most from their bigger hit song, Our House, which is the title track of this compilation. But they've also got other ones. House of Fun, Baggy Trousers is on there, Wings of a Dove, Mr. Apples. So some cool, fun Brit pop stuff, Brit alternative, Brit ska, whatever you want to call it. All right, this is a toughie. Okay, released yesterday as well. This is Richie Blackmore, but it's a group technically known as Blackmore's Night. That is Richie Blackmore along with his wife, Candace Knight, and a song or album rather called Nature's Light. By the way, this is on limited edition heavyweight yellow vinyl. Word of warning. All right. Word of warning on this. If you expect to hear the searing guitar sound of Richie Blackmore coming through on this, you will be somewhat disappointed. The hype sticker on the front of this says it's Richie Blackmore and Candace Knight and the Minstrels are back with their first studio album in 6 years. Escape. This should be your clue right here. Escape to another time with this mystical music inspired by the magic of nature. So, folks, this is Richie Blackmore of Rainbow fame, of Richie Blackmore, fantastic guitarist fame, playing medieval folk music. Okay. You know what? That's okay. If you're into medieval folk music played by a former hard rock heavy metal guitarist, this is the album for you. This will be the subject, not next week, but of a closer listen on the record show in a week or two. I can kind of feel that happening here, but so beware of that. Real quickly here, Rick says Madness is ska. Yes, okay, their bigger hits were not too ska-like, but there we go. Madness was good. I agree. Okay, reissues back in stock on the, not reissues, but recent issues. Kings of Leon, limited edition cream-colored vinyl, their latest When You See Yourself. Still on there. We got a couple more of the Cooper Detroit stories. Actually, I think this is the last one. Black vinyl will have more of these in next week. got a couple more of the Black Crowes, Shake Your Moneymaker Anniversary, as well as the Foo Fighters Medicine at Midnight black vinyl version. We don't have any more of the indie exclusives. And because TikTok demands it, TikTok's next, by the way, after Twitch. No. We got several copies of Fleetwood Mac Rumors on the shelf, ready to go out to you guys as well. All right. So where are we here? We're coming up on time. That'll about do it. If you get a chance today, you're out and about enjoying the sunshine, please feel free to stop on by the store. We are at 716 George Street, just north of downtown Midland by a few blocks, so not too far off the beaten path. Once you find us, you know where we are. It's all good. We are open today and really just about 4 or 5 minutes from now until 6 p.m. and tomorrow Sunday from 12 noon till 5. Now, help me out here, folks. Is this the tonight we spring forward, messing with our clocks again? I think that is the case. It would be the spring forward night tonight. So you may or may not see me on time tomorrow at noon, but rest assured we'll be here noonish, whatever time noon will be. And it's I forget. I always forget. Are we on daylight savings time? We're headed into standard time. Who knows? I just do what the Apple clocks tell me to do, and we'll go from there. Nikki, yep, it is tonight. Thank you very much, Nikki, for that. And so we'll get the time change correct on there. Other than that, I will set you guys off to the day. Oh, by the way, I did want to mention one thing. We understand that a lot of the stimmy checks are starting to hit this week, and I wanted to remind you all to be very responsible in your spending. On a completely unrelated note, the copy that we had of Tarantino's the Tarantino soundtrack is gone, but we still do have a Witcher soundtrack on our shelf there for $225. Completely unrelated, but we'll leave that up to you guys. All right, folks, you have a great week, and we will talk to you again next time from the Wasteland. If you caught us on Twitch, please let us know what you think. And I don't know how this platform works, and if need be, we'll break out the Galaga game again. It is a working Galaga game, by the way, and it looks like it's frozen up. So all right, you guys have a great week, and we will talk to you next time from the Wasteland. Please don't forget to subscribe to our videos on YouTube. Hit that button and make sure you hit the notifications bell so it tells you when we upload new content. Don't forget also that the record show uploads to YouTube and ultimately then to Facebook as well every Wednesday night about 7-ish. The upcoming one, we will do a much more in-depth review of the new Motorhead on there, plus a couple of other surprises. So we hope to see you guys on that show as well. Until then, though, you guys have a great week, and we will talk to you next time from the Wasteland. Thanks a lot for being here.